I wasn't born here, right? I came to the United States. I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have much memory of being being in India. So as part of my education and keeping me connected to my roots,
Right.
my mom would have me write letters to her family.
In
My
your-
family,
in your
in
original language? In
Urdu,
okay.
right? And Hindi, right? And so, but the upside of the Urdu, no, I guess language training was that it translated directly to Arabic, especially in the form of the script. Right? And the kinesthetic side. So I was basically pen pals with my my grandfather and her siblings and cousins or whatever. And so they would I'd write they would write. My mom would have me read it.
Yeah.
I'd have to understand it, and then I'd have to write back. And so that was part of my upbringing and learning. So at the same time, my mom also made it a point throughout my elementary school years. I come home from school, we'd spend several hours on study. It would be study for learning, reciting Quran to Nazara. We would be doing math. I learned how to count in Urdu before I learned English, right? And even learning Hindi books.
Right.
I read the Sirah for the first time in Urdu. Growing up, I thought the Prophet was Desi. Right? Just because of the language. Right? First time I visited India, right? I'm 11 years old. My mom's like, all right, you're going to go with the Qari Sahib, right? And my mom is the eldest of 12.
Oh, wow.
So her youngest siblings, so last 3 siblings, are just slightly older than me.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, her youngest brother is 2 months older than me. That's how close in age that the reality setup was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, right? And so I'm sitting in the Quran circle, and it's my uncles. And the Qari has a stick, right? And any mistake they make,
hit you on your knuckles or what?
No, well, first the knuckles, keep making a mistake, on the shoulder, keep making, boom, right on the head, right? And then that really gets them not flustered, but angry, right? And so they start talking back to him, they start cussing back to him, and then next thing I know, both my 2 of my uncles are climbing the corners and the walls while the Qari is
chasing them with a stick.
With a bigger stick, right? And one of them got hit in the head and he's bleeding from the head.
Yeah. And
I was like, Mom, you know what? I'm good with the study of the Quran I'm doing with you. I know I was complaining before you because you make me spend a lot of time, but I'm not going back there. So that's been my exposure of what I was calling traditional, right? But old school back home, strict type of setting.
Right.
And that's one of the things I've kind of appreciated about Quran flow in terms of the very
that they can't let you because they're over the phone.
Yeah. When you're learning things, whether it be remotely or through live stream or through recorded material, or even through the actual feedback sessions that the instructors give, ain't no way they're gonna knock you over the head with it, right? But even then, they're not even the feedback is not harsh. Right?
No. The feedback's meant to build you.
Right,
build
hey,
your confidence.
This is what you're doing.
Hey,
good.
this is what you did great on, but hey, you can work on this aspect.
Yeah, and then looking forward to seeing.
As opposed to just giving you, other person just giving you all general tips.
Yeah.
No, the feedback is catered to you.
Yeah.
Not to the mistake that Sufyan's making or Hamza's making or I'm making, but what mistake are you making? But what mistake are you making, Sufyan? Or
Maybe you can also, as an instructor, shed some light on the perceptions, realities with relation to the learning of the Quran. And what have you also witnessed? Have you witnessed the craziness that I saw?
No, definitely not. No, because I was born here.
Okay.
I was born here, raised here. My education was all here. I did go overseas for a little bit, Egypt, but I was an adult. I wasn't,
Okay.
I was.
You didn't see any crazy shenanigans as an adult in Egypt with it?
No, but I've heard stories, but not in Egypt, but they're from my friends who from Africa, from Mali and these places.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. You showed me a video of them upside down. I don't know. So if back home, the broomsticks was a bunch of smaller twigs tied together.
Oh yeah. It's like a brush, big stick brush.
Yeah. So they're upside down. The guy's taking these out and he's whipping them.
Boy. Okay.
And they're reading. They have to be reading upside down and whipping them.
Okay. It almost sounds like a Shaolin.
Which it's completely against the way that it should be. The Quran should be something that you love to do.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe some of those students turn out being good. But then other students end up, disliking the Quran.
Sure.
Disliking wanting to read Quran. Disliking wanting to have anything to do with the Quran.
And I'm just imagining somebody here stringing somebody upside down and then beating them with a twig. So to recite. I don't think that's going to fly for too long.
Yeah.
At least I would assume the psyche and the mindset of how people receive instruction feedback is different between men and women.
I think women are more receiving of feedback.
Okay.
From my personal experience.
Sure.
Men, on the other hand, they don't like receiving, mistakes. Like,
Okay.
no, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm saying it right.
What is the pairing between the student and the Quran coach look like? Are there gender specific situations, or how does this work?
Gender specific. Male will be placed with males, females placed with females. I mean, that's like for the personal, private, your feedback submissions, right? So,
Sure.
But there might be some live classes that are mixed.
More like a cohort.
But it's public, right?
Yeah.
And nothing's private. It's open. It's not you and a teacher like one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's more open, like to the public.
Okay.
When I say public, I mean our public forum of Quran Flow.
Sure.
Like
Within the enrollment,
of course,
batch of students in the semester.
But for those who are, because they do have women, which is completely understandable, they don't want to read in front of male students. We do cater for them as well. We have live sessions that are specific for female students.
Okay. You guys heard it here, right? Generally, you see what our approach to coaching is, and if you've been seeing any of the videos with the interactions between myself and our instructor, Adam Rahim here, is that we have a very specific style and approach to Quran coaching. Now, if you ever had any kind of negative experience with the learning of the Quran, whether as a child or even as an adult, I would request, let's put that to one side, put it in a box, keep it there, right? But come at Quran Flow with the opportunity to learn something in a fresh, new way. With that said, my name is Bilal. I'm with Quran Flow here with our instructor, Adam Rahim. I look forward to seeing you on the other side over at quranflow.org.